Hi guys, and welcome to Christian's 2-month update. Okay, to jump right in, Christian now weighs 14 pounds 4 ounces and he is 23.5 inches long. Last week he had his 2-month checkup with the pediatrician and everything checked out fine. His weight, height, and head circumference is right on track. They did note that he is taller than average, which is weird because Mason was always the shorty, short and fat, and this little guy's tall and chunky. Huh? He's looking at the ceiling fan. But he did get, I think it was 6 vaccines at his checkup. He got, he got 3 shots and 1 was oral. So 2 of the shots they combined in 1. So I think that was a total of 3. So 3, 4. Actually, it was 5 vaccines that he received. And he didn't have any problems. He wasn't tired. He wasn't fussy that night. He did cry. Thankfully, Daddy was there to hold him while the nurse gave him the shots because obviously I can't handle that. And I'm hiding behind Daddy in tears because I don't want them to hurt my baby. To move on to things that he is doing, he started smiling. He smiles all the time. He makes eye contact, and when he sees that the person he's looking at is smiling, he makes the hugest smile and he's just so happy. He also started cooing. He's constantly trying to talk. He's more talkative in the morning, especially after a feed. When Mason comes in the morning, he's just all smiles and talking. He loves his brother. He has started moving his head towards objects, like he's always trying to look at me or look at the different toys, and when you move them across his face, he tries to move his head so he can see the object. Now, he's not a fan of tummy time. He will only last a few minutes, but he does lift his head up. I mean, it's still wobbly, but he is getting stronger and he can hold it up for a few seconds. Let's see, what else? I am breastfeeding still. This time, as I mentioned before, is so much easier. So I am still pumping, but I'm not only feeding him through the bottle. We're actually breastfeeding this time around. But I do still pump twice a day. I pump after his first feed in the morning, about 9 o'clock, and then after his last feed at night, about 9 p.m. And I get about 5 ounces, so that's enough to put in the freezer and store for babysitters. One thing I did notice, at around 7 o'clock, 7:30 every day, he really starts to fuss, and I think that's when he gets tired. And around that time, he doesn't want to nurse. He prefers a bottle, which is kind of odd. But I do think the milk comes out a lot faster and he gets more milk through a bottle. So maybe he just needs that extra milk to help put him out for the night. Because at that feed, we give him about 4 ounces and then he is gone for the rest of the day. He's out. And then he doesn't wake up to eat until about 1 or 2 in the morning. And he does really good on his feedings at night. He really lets me sleep. I think we only get up twice a night, sometimes 3 times. You want to get out? And around 7 o'clock is when he prefers to be swaddled. Normally, like I said, he's fussy and he doesn't know whether or not he wants to be held. He wants to lay flat on the bed. But once you get him swaddled nice and tight, he's just happy as can be, especially on a full belly. And I think he's gonna have light eyes because around this time, or actually the entire time, Mason had really, really dark gray eyes, and he's got really, really light gray eyes, almost blue. Eric does have blue eyes, so it wouldn't surprise me if he got blue eyes. At his 1-month check, the doctor mentioned, or actually said, don't expect, his eyes are light now, so don't expect blue eyes because they can change at up to 12 months. So, but I don't mind if he has blue or brown. Mason has my brown eyes and they look absolutely adorable. So For now, they're light. We'll see. Everyone who sees him says that they're going to stay light, but we'll see. He actually, and then he doesn't like to lay down. He actually likes to be held up like this. You know, you are still a little bobblehead, huh? You just want to be up. He has started touching his face and his hair, and he scratched his nose and close to his eye. I never used baby mittens for Mason, but I don't think Mason ever scratched himself, and this guy's already scratching himself. So we do have mittens. I think I'm going to have to start putting them on him. Huh? Do we need to put mittens on your hands because you're scratching yourself? He still hates his car seat. I did go back to boot camp. This is only my second week back, and I've only gone a few days here and there because it's pretty difficult. They moved the location to where we work out, and it's a lot farther. So when we moved, I knew I was going to be living further from the park that we normally work out at, but they moved where we work out to an even further park. So when it used to take me 15 minutes to get to the park, it now takes me about 35, 40 minutes. And he hates the car. So a 40-minute drive to the park and then another hour in his car seat for boot camp. He doesn't like it. And then another 40-minute drive home. So I've been struggling with that. It's hard to get up and pump and get him and Mason ready. And then to have him sit in the car seat for 2.5 hours, it's hard. Sorry about that, my camera died. But like I said, yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep up with the baby boot camp, just because it is so far and he doesn't like it. At least, you know, now that he can't really get him out of the stroller because we constantly move around the park. I think when he starts being able to sit up and is mobile, I don't know. I haven't quit baby boot camp, but we'll see. I'm still thinking about it. But as you can see, he's very alert. He likes to see what's going on. He likes to see objects. He loves lights. He loves bright things. He loves his brother. Whenever he hears Mason talking, he's looking around for him and the biggest smiles. When I hold him like this and his legs are touching something like the ground or me, it's like he's trying to jump. He's trying to stand up. He's got a pretty good grip on his hands, but he doesn't really try to hold anything. I try to give him toys to hold on to, and he kind of clasps for a minute and then releases. He doesn't really want to hold anything. And he's just a chubby, chubby baby. Look at those thighs. Look at those thighs. And he's getting so big. I don't know if it's him or baby clothes now. He's growing out of baby clothes so fast. He only wore newborn clothes for probably 2 weeks, and then he was in 0 to 3 months for, you know, the first month and a half. And now, I mean, this onesie is a 0 to 3 months, and it fits him tight, really tight. I know it's uncomfortable for him to wear, so I've already started looking at the 3 to 6 month clothing because this clothes is too tight. Alright, well that is everything for his 2-month update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye.